welcome back to another video of our Unknown to Icon series. We are halfway through our 11th season. We are in for Premier League and managing Hemel Hempstead. In the last video we were talking about reaching Europe for the first time. Can we continue that? Well, first we have the January transfer window to see if we can strengthen our squad to achieve our ambitions. Our first signing is Dylan Lemaitre. He is a Portuguese player, 26 years old, and he plays as a striker. We have brought him in from FC Porto for £1.2 million. Last season he was at Montpellier, played 28 games and scored 4, so not prolific up top, but I do like the look of his stats. He has dribbling 16, finishing 13, first touch 13 and technique 15, and then in mentality a little bit low for the areas of requirement, but all green. But look at that determination, 20, very determined player. So in this January transfer window we only bring in 2 players, so quite quiet for our liking, but we're chasing Europe and I feel like our team is performing well, so why spend stupid money on areas that you don't need to? And this player, Sam Robinson, came up as available. He's 27 years old. He is a centre back, one area that we really wanted to improve on, and we have brought him in for £12 million from Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is obviously in for Premier League. He did play 13 games beforehand, but has majority of his games been in the Championship. Looking at his stats, he has 15 in tackling, passing 14, marking 13, heading 12, mentality, composure 11, positioning 14. Everything else is all green, has good determination and concentration. Physical stats, he has a 12 in jumping reach and strength in 13, with a sub category there, pace 14. But again, all those greens, like balance great, natural fitness great, stamina great. Yes, sits out of the player role, but still great to have. Then we bring in Liverpool's reserve goalkeeper, Harvey Davies. He's 31 years old. I have brought him in as a backup goalie, and he's been brought in on loan as well. I think we got a really good deal here from Liverpool, and he's only played for them in the league 6 times. Now he's had a couple of loan spells and he's come to us. He's 31 years old and he's hardly played any league apps. Well, he's played just under 100. And looking at his stats, they are pretty good if I'm honest with you. Command of area 14, kicking a little bit down there at 10, 1-on-1 16, and reflexes 9, so not very flexible, but makes up for it on aerial reach and 1-on-1s being high there. Mentality, again, not the greatest, but I like his determination, I like his positioning, concentration. And then physicality, good agility and a good jumping reach. In all, I think it's a great deal for a backup goalie. And during the January transfer window, we was offered a contract extension. So actually this isn't my contract showing on screen, this is my current contract. So we had 1 year left, £2,400 per week. Actually, I think we've been signing yearly contracts, so not 1 year left, just yearly, £2,000 per week. Relegation wage drop 35% and compensation required for managerial role 60%. Not a very strong contract considering we are in for Premier League. And this one looks much better. 4-year contract, £32,500 per week. Still the same relegation wage drop percentage, but 90% compensation if I want to leave, or someone snaps me up, should I say. I would have to pay 90% of my contract. Gives them security, but it also gives me probably the money that I deserve, and for longevity contract as well, which is keen. And I have signed my contract. There it is, officially signs the contract. So we've got another 4.5 years with Hemel Hempstead. Will I leave? Well, as long as it's going in the right direction, why should I? And what I want to start adding into our transfer windows is looking at the wage expenditure, comparing us to other teams. At the moment, for highest wages in the Premier League are Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, so 8 million. I don't know why for green is slightly different there, considering it's 8 million, maybe it's 8.5 million, but then they've got 5s, 2s. It's a little bit weird with that green animation. And then Newcastle on 7.5 million. And then you look down at the bottom and we are on a measly £825,000. Miles for lowest there. The next one up from us is on 1.2 million. Maybe one day we will spend £1 million a week, but we are slowly bringing in better players. And I can't believe I haven't showed this before. What does our progression and success look like for Hemel Hempstead in this save, in this unknown to icon save? I probably don't brag about it enough, do I? Here we go, let's put it on for screen. Let's look at the history of what we have done. For years and years they've been floating around in non-league football. We come along, we get them into the National League, we float around. I thought I had found a tactic that was going to push forward. We struggled, we then went away, analysed 50 odd tactics, the best tactics that is in the game that people have created our own tactic based on the meta, and then suddenly we got promoted in Vanarama National, then League 2, and then League 1. Promoted. We won those leagues outright. And then in the Championship, we struggled. I think that progression didn't allow us to bring in strong enough players. Settled in the league, just missed out in playoffs. And then for season after, we got second place, got to the promised land, survived in the Premiership with the lowest ever point total, but we managed survival. And now this season, we're pushing for a place in Europe. Can it be? That's an amazing achievement over all those seasons. Maybe if we found a tactic sooner when we was in Vanarama National League, we would have seen that just go up straight away. But you learn from the game, right? You think, oh, okay, I found something, then it doesn't work, then you have to change your way. There's nothing wrong with that. It's panned out well for us in the long run. And sometimes you do have to future plan in Football Manager as well. I don't think you're going to take a plug and play tactic, or you think that you found the best tactic. The game is quite realistic in terms of that it wants to give you a gaming experience. Football, you never know what's going to happen. And credit to Sports Interactive, they do make a good game. They do make it a game that we always want to just keep on going back to. That addictiveness of Football Manager, it's still there, and I'm loving this save at the moment. Right, that is all the time that we have for in today's video. Fingers crossed that we head in the right direction, and for second half of the season we achieve our European dream. Well, if you've liked this video, hit the like button, and if you wish to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one.